You know, I've already explained the basics of photography in my earlier videos, but now I want to show you that to develop and grow in your photographic journey, you need to work out what you want to do with the endless opportunities that now lie before you. It's only 10 years since I picked up a camera to shoot anything but a holiday snap, but the path I chose in the first couple of years eventually paved my way to a professional career. Today, I'm going to share that path with you, because everything I did in those early days applies to any genre of photography. And my early choices were definitely not just a learning path with ambitions to becoming a professional. In fact, at that time, I had no idea that I'd become a pro. I just wanted to take better photographs. And to me, it was really important to find an outlet to share my efforts. Today, I'm going to share with you the 5 most important steps you should take to kickstart your photography. Hi, I'm Ken Hadfield. Welcome to my Better Photography channel. Like everything I'm offering on my channel, this information will help anyone seeking a purpose for their photography. And in particular, I'm looking to encourage my friends to find an outlet for their work, to share their results with others, giving their photography a purpose, giving them a reason to pick up their camera and start clicking, to set targets outside of their comfort zone and to develop skills that will encourage them to experiment. And by doing so, they find out exactly which subject inspires them most, leading to the inspiration and desire to take and share more images. My journey can be followed in just 5 steps. Step 1, know that you're good enough. Confidence is one of the biggest obstacles to overcome as a photographer. Even when you're a pro, you constantly judge yourself, and it's usually in the harshest possible light. You, like myself, will make the mistake of viewing other photographers' work and assume everything you see was an easy, quick click of the shutter, and every shot that photographer takes will be just as good. The truth is that everyone posting online is only showing their very best work, and there may well be dozens of images discarded by the photographer before the one perfect shot is displayed. Remember, photography is subjective, and as long as your image is well exposed and well composed, you're doing great. Now, if you need proof of that statement, go online and check out one of the big stock photo companies like Shutterstock or Getty Images, and take a good look at what's popular and what's selling, and you get a big surprise. You'll see that content is king, and if you can supply a reasonably well exposed image of almost anything, you can have success with your image. But more about that later. So long as you have taken the time to learn the basics of photography, and you take the time to get out and actually shoot the shots, then no matter what equipment you use, there's an opportunity for you to shine as a photographer. Be confident. You're better than you think you are, and always just one click away from an outstanding shot. And the more you shoot, the better you'll become. Step 2, join a camera club. In my early days, I realised that I had no way of knowing whether my skills were progressing. I was stuck, and I realised that I needed advice from someone with experience who could assess my progress. I reckoned that without the opinion of more experienced photographers, I had no way of knowing whether my photographer was going anywhere. So I decided to join a camera club. In fact, I joined 2. This was a great way of gaining information and knowledge, and as most clubs have monthly competitions, I could have my images independently judged by experienced judges who never trashed my work but gave great advice on what I was getting right, but also how to improve things that needed to be addressed. I'm proud to say that the very first image I offered up for competition judgment was in fact placed first in the beginners section. Now, I take no great credit for this, as the camera was on full automatic and I knew absolutely nothing about composition. It was just a happy accident. But I'm convinced this was instrumental in my desire to continue to produce good images. Nowadays, there are numerous photo groups on social media where you can offer your images for opinion. But every time I look there, those unfortunates looking for help and support often find destructive, unhelpful, negative comments posted to destroy their confidence. So I don't particularly advise you to look there for an opinion. A local camera group is often a friendly environment with an abundance of members, lots of lectures and demonstrations, plus members only too happy to pass on tips and advice. And there's usually monthly competitions where you can test out your creativity. It's a great way to give you encouragement and a purpose for your photography. Another reason to pick up your camera and get out there. Step 3, go for qualifications. As a club member, you may well be encouraged to apply for photography qualifications. With some, you don't need to be a club member to apply, but with others, you'll have to prove that you've been a club member for a certain length of time. However, being in a club with members who have already applied for distinctions and qualifications can be very helpful, as it can guide you through the process. Qualifications through associations like the Royal Photographic Society or the Photographic Alliance of Great Britain don't involve classroom studying or coursework. You simply put a panel of images together, take or send the required number of images for assessment, and if the content and the quality are of a high enough standard, then you'll be awarded the distinction, with the right to place letters after your name. In truth, it's not as easy as it sounds, because getting the content and quality up to the correct standard is challenging. But in my case, it meant I did a lot more photography, seeking out a good panel of images to present. And by doing this, I honed my camera and processing skills, which even today stand me in good stead. As an example, here's my successful Royal Photographic Society Associateship panel. So remember, working to acquire qualifications forces you to think very hard about where you're going with your photography. And I repeat, again, it gives you a purpose and a target for your photography. 4. Enter photo competitions. Quite early in my time at the camera clubs, I was encouraged to engage in photographic competitions, better known in the clubs as international salons. This is a great benefit of club membership. You get access to a large number of national and international photography competitions. These are open to photographers worldwide and cover every possible genre of photography. What many people don't understand is that you don't have to actually win anything to benefit from these salons. Each image is judged on its own merits and awarded points. Every image that's awarded over a certain number of points is considered to be an accepted image, meaning the image is of an acceptable salon standard. This acceptance is in fact an achievement on its own, because as your acceptances add up over time, you eventually reach the number of acceptances needed to automatically qualify for an award, which also means you can use letters after your name. The other benefit to these competitions is that if you have a particularly good image that's consistently catching the judge's eye, then you can enter the image into other salons worldwide without restriction, and that can bolster your acceptance tally substantially. Incidentally, all of the subjects in each salon offer multiple gold, silver and bronze medals, with the runners-up awarded ribbons for highly commended and commended images. It's easy to enter and also encourages you to get out there to take images suitable for competition. You know, anything that inspires you to pick up your camera has got to be a valuable asset to your development. If there's enough interest, I'll happily produce a video showing you how to prepare and enter international competitions. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. 5. Upload your images to 500px.com. My first photo sale came quite unexpectedly through this site because I initially used 500px to learn about camera settings, as every photo on this site shows the photographer's camera EXIF data, displaying the camera settings used to take the shot. I spent many hours carefully studying this information and learned a great deal about how other photographers got the shot. I placed a direct link to this site in the description below. It's got lots of information available, and it's really helpful in understanding composition and exposure. Eventually, I started to post my own images on the site, where one of my images was spotted by a picture editor from a natural picture agency. I was unaware that photo editors regularly check out this and other upload sites for images with potential sale to newspapers, magazines and online outlets worldwide. He offered me a contract, and shortly afterwards this image appeared in the Times, a national newspaper in the UK. And since then it's been published worldwide, as has a good number of my images sold through this and several other agencies. So I firmly recommend you consider getting your images out there. 500px and other stock photo sites are a great way to showcase your talent. With 500px, you can upload a limited number of images weekly for free. Or for a small subscription, you can upload many more images with extra benefits, including the opportunity to offer your images for sale with Getty Images. Again, if there's a demand, I'll be happy to make a video showing how I upload to 500px and other stock photo sites, including a couple of mostly unknown ways to increase your chance of your image being found amongst the crowd. It really is very quick and easy, and can be a good way to make a small passive income. So that was the path I chose as an amateur, eventually emerging as a full professional, earning a living doing what I love. And by considering all or just some of these steps, you really will be setting yourself up on your own path to being a better and more successful photographer. See you next time on the Better Photography channel.